I mentioned in our earlier video that most of your experience will be the subconscious. It will be the subconscious programming you have that will be projected out to the matrix and reflected back to you. And now you might wonder, how do you know what is in your subconscious and how do you change it? Well, it's actually very easy to know what is in your subconscious if you can stay aware. If you can notice what you are experiencing now. If you can take a look at the room you are sitting in right now and just be aware, what do you feel about it? What is it reflecting back to you right now? Or you can take a look at your phone or an object you have laying around and just notice how you feel about it, what you think about it. Because the way you perceive this object now will simply be a window straight into your subconscious. And the same goes for pretty much everything you perceive, everything you experience in this game will be your subconscious. So if you, for example, take a glass like this, and you look at this glass, and you become aware of how you feel about it, what you think about it. And these thoughts and feelings will be your subconscious. If you simply can just change your mind about what you feel and think about this glass, well, then you have changed your subconscious. You have reprogrammed. And the amount of change you will have available and the different ways of perceiving this glass or the room around you or people or anything will be reliant on your consciousness. You will notice that you can feel very many different ways about this glass, for example, or anything you can possibly think of. And your subconscious can only fit, let's for now call it one programming. You cannot have a completely real experience of truly disliking that glass, but at the same time you truly like it and embrace it for what it is. Because all of these choices of what you can perceive the glass as will come from your consciousness. You will have very, very many different ways of looking at this glass. And many of them will be unconscious. It might be consciousness that you still haven't achieved. It might be a level of consciousness that you simply are unaware of now. And thereby it will be unconscious. So as you stay aware throughout the day, aware of how you perceive the world or perceive people or your computer or your phone or your glass or whatever it should be, you will notice your subconscious programming of that experience itself, of how you perceive these things. But you will understand that you have a wider consciousness around it that you simply can pick and choose from what would be the most beneficial way to feel and think about this thing. And when you understand that there is such a thing as higher frequencies with more freedom, you will see that there is no good reason to dislike this glass and feel bad about it every time you see this glass, or to dislike someone when that in itself is going to make you feel bad. It's going to make you upset, and it's simply not a great experience. So your subconscious will be the experience you are having based on what you are thinking about or what you are looking at. And you can simply change the way you think and feel about these things based on the consciousness you have. You can simply pick and choose whatever benefits you the most. If you raise your consciousness, you will have a higher frequency consciousness that you now can choose as your subconscious programming, or your way of perceiving this thing that you have in mind. The amount of time it will take for you to reprogram something, to go from looking at this glass and thinking that it's worthless, to actually having a real profound experience of seeing that it's a truly great glass. It has many usages. It can take a split second. You can change your subconscious programming quicker than you can snap your finger. But like I've said before, if it's a thing that have really upset you, or if it's health issues that you might have had for a long time, you still can change it in a split second, but you would need to be higher frequency to do a huge change as quickly as you would be able to do a tiny little one. But it's really that simple. Right now you might look at this glass and have a profound real experience of thinking that it's insignificant. And that's how you truly feel about it. But one split second from now, you could absolutely have just as real of an experience thinking that this glass is phenomenal. All programming is important and relevant for you to truly feel good and free all the time. Ultimately, you want to feel fine about everything. As you look around or think about anything, you want to feel fine about those things. You don't want anything to make you emotional or upset in any way whatsoever. That would be freedom, to be able to think about anything and to not be upset about it, to feel fine, to be able to remain neutral. But awareness is key. You need to go through your every now moment as fully aware as you possibly can be, and recognize your subconscious programming.